Welcome back. Here's a look at the political headlines of the past week. Governor Abbott sent buses of migrants on a new route right to Vice President Kamala Harris's door. As many as 200 migrants arrived outside the second family's residence after Abbott criticized President Biden for not visiting the southern border. That stunt comes as new polling shows a majority of Texans support busing migrants to out-of-state cities. New data from the U.S. Census Bureau reports that Hispanics may now make up more of the Texas population than white residents. Texas is now just over 40% Hispanic compared to 39% white. It's confirmation of a predictable milestone in demographic trends that have been changing for decades. And the Lubbock City Council has passed a new billion-dollar budget and a new property tax rate. It was a tight 4-3 vote pitting the new council members against the more tenured members, but they ultimately landed on a no new revenue tax rate that they hope will cut costs. That debate came with some discussions about whether we prioritize property tax relief or properly funding all of the services that our city needs. Here's what our local leaders said about it from Citizens Tower.
We just wanted to stand true to what the people out there are asking for, because that's what we were elected to do.
Lubbock City Council adopting a new property tax rate and a new billion-dollar budget on Tuesday on a close vote.
Agenda item 6.6 carries 4-3.
All four new members on the dais voting for a no new revenue tax rate of 0.476, or about $48 per every $1,000 of your home's appraised value. That's the lowest practical rate, and city leaders say that more money from other taxes gave them more room to hopefully cut down on your costs.
We're going to do everything we can to keep the tax rate as low as we can just on the property value. Lubbock had a phenomenal year, a better year than we've ever had with our sales tax. And that shows the growth that we have in our city. And so we were able to rely on that.
Especially being newly elected out on the campaign trail, you know, I feel closer right now than to, I think, the people than maybe what people who've been on here for a long time. You know, I personally walked probably 3,000 or 4,000 houses, and that was probably the number one thing I heard was, man, can you help us with our property taxes?
The more tenured council members, though, worried that this tax rate may not keep up with all of the city's needs and could lead to higher tax hikes in the future.
You know, my concern and why I didn't support the no new revenue tax rate was it lowers our base from where we start next year. And we know that we're putting a new fire station in next year, and we've got to outfit that. I think that's around $1.6 million. We're capped at 3.5% by state statute. And so we just start behind the curve next year. And so it puts us in the situation for you could have extreme swings of the tax rate. And I don't think that's what our taxpayers want.
We'll keep following it, and we'll be right back.